speak about my topic, catching water where it falls. To begin with, these are some of the water facts that we have. Around 2.5% of the world's water is the fresh water, and most of it is captured in the polar ice caps. The water use has increased many folds with the growing economies from 70 overall 70% since 1970s. A recent report of the Credit Suisse has stated that by 2025, the 18 countries will be facing a severe water deficit, of which Cape Town is the recent example. When it comes to producing rice, 1 kg of rice costs us 5,000 liters of water. An average square mile of developed landscape, a hard landscape, it causes 16 million gallons of rainwater to directly flow into the nearby streams. And toilet flushing is the single largest household water consumption with 30 to 40%, and in case of offices, it's up to 90%. A typical family ends up using 70,000 liters of water for their laundry needs. A leaky tap in an office can waste up to 60 liters of water per hour, and when it comes to washing the dishes, washing them by hand is quite sustainable. Also, now what exactly is the rainwater harvesting or water harvesting? It is the capture, diversion, and storage of water for various purposes as industrial, groundwater recharge, and other uses. So the components of water harvesting here, as you can see from the picture, the water when it falls on the roof, it gets collected through the drain systems into a percolation tank from where it's used for various purposes such as car wash and gardens. So basically it's the collection and transfer of rainwater into percolation tanks and to facilitate a discharge into the ground and for various other household uses as they may be. So in case of a rain event, if you have these systems at your place, then you can store that water for your daily uses. In case of a landscaped area, that water filtrates into the ground and recharges the water table and enhances the soil moisture. And if there are stormwater drains, then that water ends up into lakes or nearby water bodies. So now I'm going to talk about two models of rainwater harvesting. First is the rural model and other is the urban model. So to begin with, the rural areas have generally traditional rainwater harvesting systems at place their motive is to facilitate their own water uses and their irrigation practices for the same. Many of these traditional water harvest systems are traditional, and I will be talking about the Baolis and Kunds which are there in India. So to begin with, what exactly is Baoli? Baoli is the traditional step wells in western parts of India, especially in Rajasthan, where you have these step wells, as you can see from the picture, and there is a storage tank at the bottom, and the water filtrates and gets cleaned up and stored at the bottom. Kunds are the saucer type of storage structures which are used for drinking purposes in the foothills of Himalayas, and these are basically used for a long period where the rainfall is short. Now I'm going to talk about these two pioneers in the field, Brand Lancaster and Anna Hazare. Lancaster has designed integrated water harvesting system and permaculture in his city, and Anna Hazare is the leading water conservationist in India. So, to speak of Brand Lancaster, he has consistently worked and enhanced the rainwater capturing in his area in the city of Tucson, and he has made food-bearing shade trees, abundant gardens, and thriving landscape in his region, and has also led the municipality to amend their legislation to work on these rain-fed systems. So as you can see from this picture, before the fallout and after fallout, these hard landscapes were turned into water harvesting systems, and for the sustainability of the water. Talking about the Anna Hazare, he undertook a project in his village Ralegan Siddhi in India, where he constructed nalabans and other rainwater harvesting structures. And through these structures, as you can see from the picture, like the percolation tanks and burns, he ended up building 31 burns and many percolation tanks, and went on to enhance the overall water table of his village. And through that, he has managed to supplement their water needs and overall irrigation practices in the area. To conclude, managing our own water at the grassroots level has potential to meet all our water needs. Traditional methods can play a vital role if institutional frameworks are there in place to augment the needs, and rainwater harvesting can improve the overall sustainability of the water use of a given area. Thank you, everyone.